Hi guys. So remember the Hydra, the serpent with many heads? I've got it in the box today. We're reviewing the Hatsan Hydra, and I've got in the 4.5 and 5.5 caliber barrels. So yeah, let's take a quick look. Riaz here from Bladesandtriggers, by the way. Check what it's all about. All right, so taking a look at the Hydra, and all right, this box is a little bit confusing, but literally what it's all made up of, or the main two parts, is the barrels. It comes separately in the box, and yeah, we're going to look at the gun setup all together in a bit. So let's take a look at what it's all made up of. All right, so the Hatsan Hydra, as you can basically see by the box, I've got 3 slot outs. So standard here in South Africa, we pretty much only allowed to go up to 5.5 caliber, and I've got a 4.5 and a 5.5 caliber barrel. They have made space for a 6.35 or anything bigger than that, but yeah, unfortunately, we can't go any higher than that. So typically, to get the gun together, that would be your main engine, and yes, pretty much nice Turkish walnut stock. It has a 165cc tank, which on average fills up to, or it will fill up to 200 bar. And on average, depending on what caliber size you obviously use, you would obviously get the stipulated amount of shots out of the bottle. And typically, if you look at the barrel, the nice thing about it compared to, yeah, there are obviously a lot of other rifles that you can actually get alternative barrels to swap out and change up with. These already come basically fitted with your Picatinny rail and fully shrouded. So basically it's just a plug and play. We loosen up the back thread, drop it into the rifle, and then that would obviously be your makeup on the gun. Pop a scope on, and then off you go. So depending on the feel of the day, you can choose between 4.5 and 5.5 at yeah, very cost effective way as well. So I'm going to pop on a barrel onto the rifle and see what velocity we get on either or 4.5 and 5.5 pellets or rifle barrels. A little bit confusing, but yeah, let's go at it. Okay, just quickly, setting the rifle up, you need to make sure that your bolt is basically all the way forward, and just on the flip side as well, your bolt catch to the front, and simply enough, just screw the back bolt, slot down, and everything pretty much lines up quite nice and easily. Tie down. I think that's maybe 30 seconds, and yeah, barrel changed. So next thing, mag in, or there's a single shot tray in as well, and let's see what the velocity readings are. So we've got our chronograph set up, 5.5 barrel loaded, and pellet in. Let's see what reading it gives us.
923.
So that's 923 foot per second. Quite a decent impression from a 5.5 barrel. So yeah, let's have the 4.5 one and see what the reading gives us. All right, as simple as that. New barrel loaded and pellet popped in. So let's see what the 4.5 gives us in velocity.
1,000.
Wow,
23.
not too bad. 1,023 foot per second. Overall, not a bad impression on the Hydra 4.5. So yeah, within seconds, swap it over 4.5 or 5.5. If you want the extra velocity, go for the 4.5, and quite a decent rifle nonetheless. So general feelings of the Hydra, I think one thing itself, it's very quiet. I like the fact that it's already built in with the shroud, and yeah, you don't have to actually go ahead and put the extra silencer onto it. That is a nice sound signature. Although the trigger itself, it has the quattro trigger, so it can be adjustable. It can be adjusted in so many ways, so you can play around with the rifle as well. And on top of it, you can play around with your hammer tension to get the gun to shoot exactly how you actually want it to shoot. All right, we're going to put on a scope quickly and possibly see what we can shoot and have a look at the basic accuracy of the rifle, and take it from there. I must say, you're going to have to at least put a bipod or a rail at the bottom to fit a bipod instead of it actually coming with it. Majority of the Hatsan rifles already come finished off with extra rails, but I think the classic look on the QE does generally make it, and if you really need to, you can put a bipod, and alternatively odd sandbag would generally do. So I think overall the QE, not a bad rifle. I'm quite impressed with the QE, or the QuietEnergy barrel itself, and the sound signature that it gives you. And over and above it all, you should get a decent amount of shots out of the 165 cc cylinder. On average, around about 40 shots, depending on which caliber you use. So let's get that scope on and take a couple of shots. Well, I'm quite impressed with the Hatsan QE 5.5. Not only does it have a decent and a whole lot of shot power, you obviously have the quietness of the rifle as well. I actually took it to a test against 2 Coke cans, and check the short below. So literally went through both of these side by side, and that was actually with the 4.5 caliber pellet. So quite impressive nonetheless. Practically tamed the beast, the Hatsan QE or Hydra QE. You have a decent selection or decent choice of 4.5 or 5.5 pellets, depending on what the choices of the day. And you can have so much fun doing, or just going out there and shooting. Alternatively, with the velocity that it actually has, you can do a decent amount of pesting, nice and quiet as well, and not disturb the neighbors. So Hatsan QE at the price point that it has makes for a decent rifle. You can pick this up at any BNT store nationwide, or alternatively shop online at bntonline.co.za. If you like, pop a comment down below on what next for me to review or have a look at, and we'll try our hand in that as well. So see you on the next one, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.